I would never want to go back to that dark space again. So for me, maintaining my mental health is, again, it's a daily thing. It's an everyday thing. It's a part of my lifestyle. Marriage is a lot of fun, at least for now it is. It's a lot of fun, and when I say this to his parents or my parents, or when we talk about it, it's like, yeah, wait for 35 years, then you'll know. For me, depression and my struggle with, and my constant struggle with mental health has impacted my life in a way, and it's changed my life.
I had met Deepika Padukone last 4 years ago. In the last 4 years, she has managed to become a producer, is a doting wife, but one thing has not changed. She's still at the top of her game, and she's still got her heart in the right place. Promoting Chhapaak and producing Chhapaak has been your story of strength. Welcoming you in conversation with Pink Villa. Deepika, when I watched the promo of Chhapaak, I think everybody did, including my mom, they were hit by it. You are a deeply emotional person and a sensitive person. You wanted to do a very light, frothy film. Do you think the emotions took over when Meghana narrated this story to you?
100%. First of all, thank you for that amazing introduction. But yes, coming back to Chhapaak, yes, emotionally, I was in a place where I wanted to do something more contemporary, a love story, and Meghana was fully aware of this. But she still said, you know what, I have this script, and I think, I've read, a couple of places where she said that she had me in mind when she was writing it. So I said, of course, who wouldn't take a meeting with Meghana Gulzar? So I was like, yes, of course. I didn't know what it was about. But from the time she walked in and she opened her laptop and she did that narration, there was an honesty with which she conducted herself. Yeah. I could tell that it's a story that's very close to her, something that she's lived with for a very long time. In everything that she did, clarity of thought, in the way that she narrated, there was so much clarity that it just felt really, I could tell instantly that this is something I wanted to do. Apart from the fact that, the story in itself is so compelling. It is a story that needs to be told. But more important, I think it was a combination for me of such an impactful, powerful story, but at the same time having someone like Meghana Gulzar, who is, who I know would handle it with respect and in a sensible manner and in a responsible manner.
The idea behind this movie is to take away the stigma that is attached to acid attack survivors, the way people in society look at them. It hurts me when I said it at the trailer launch, and it hurts me when I say that it takes an actor a lot of guts to do it. Unfortunately, because I don't think many actresses would be okay doing what you did to look your part. What was going through your mind? Do you think that there is a sense of stigma, and also that works with actresses? Maybe because of your no inhibition, maybe Meghana had you in her mind.
I don't know why she thought of me. I think at two levels, if I may answer this, and this is now based on what I've been reading in all of her interviews and the time that we've spent together. I think one, in her mind, it's the craft and what I bring to the table. But I think also she sees a resemblance and similarity between me and Laxmi, which I've heard her say several times as well. So I think, it was just destiny. It was just meant to be mine. And you don't come across subjects and stories like this very often. And today at the event, like somebody said, you can't manufacture these things. You cannot create them. They're destined to happen. They happen because they need to happen. They're meant to happen. And the entire process of Chhapaak has been very honest. Right from the fact that it's a story that she's lived with for a very long time. I don't think any part of the process was corrupt. We made the film in the time that we needed to make the film. We didn't decide a release date and work backwards. We've made the film in an honest manner. We've made it even from a budget point of view, what we feel is correct for the film. So every aspect of it has been very honest. And I would like to believe that honesty, really comes through in what everyone is seeing.
I introduced you saying that you've got your heart in the right place. In your own little way, you have tried to battle social stigmas. This is also one of them. And the reason you said that Meghna connects with you, even I felt that the connect, and I told you that the biggest connect is that when you spoke about depression and mental health, which no actor had ever come out and spoken about, you never came across as a victim, which is the idea behind Chhapaak. When you were going through that, what actually healed you? And did you also sense that connect? Because you've gone through a phase, it's not as vicious as acid attack, but it's an internal, you're fighting inner demons, right?
Yeah.
So did you connect with that?
So yes, I think if there's one common thread between Laxmi and me, and I want to clarify that I think both experiences are extremely gruesome and difficult in their own ways. Of course, mental illness and acid attack cannot be compared, but I think you cannot take away the fact that her experience impacted and changed her life forever in a very different way. And for me, depression and my struggle with, and my constant struggle with mental health and has impacted my life in a way, and it's changed my life. So, although they're very different, I think the fact that they've impacted our lives, you cannot take that away. And I think the common thread here really is how the two of us have chosen to overcome the obstacles, and also what we've made of our lives after that. I think the fact that she and I have both, we decided not to succumb. We decided to do something do something for ourselves, but also empower people around us through our work, through the way we conduct ourselves, through what we say about our experiences. So I think that that's somewhere I identify with. But yes, as an actor, to have to go through the experience of being a survivor of acid violence has been, it's been tough.
Also mentally draining. But tell me something, do you still, today you've healed, but do you still have those angst sometimes? And what causes it, if it may, at times?
Of course, there's been, it's a constant thing. There's always the fear of it resurfacing, and for me, my mental health is something that I have to, it's daily maintenance. It's like my physical health. I'm not someone who, I don't work out or go to a gym or do something because I have a role or because I have to, because I have to prepare for something. For me, physical health is a part of my lifestyle, and so it's the same with mental health as well. And I would never want to go back to that dark space again. So for me, maintaining my mental health is, again, it's a daily thing. It's an everyday thing. It's a part of my lifestyle.
Also, Deepika, recently I saw a video today where, you have always changed the game in a lot of ways in the industry. Today somebody asked you a question that you've turned a producer, so Ranveer ke paise lage, ye to ghar ki baat hai, and you said it's your money. I had asked this question to Anushka also, because when Anushka turned producer, and it's a fact that today more women from this generation are turning producers. If you look at it, the average. Anushka was also said that, oh, Virat ne paisa lagaya hoga. Does it upset you, given that you worked in a film with Ranveer and Shahid and you were the highest paid actress? Do people sometimes forget that? Do you think that? Or is it the constant sexist mindset that they have?
No, I think if you look at it, if you look at it in a way, you can make out that he's asking the question because he's looking for some sort of sensationalism. So you can really tell whether it's someone who's asking a question based on lack of experience and his own sort of unfortunate not having evolved, or whether he's doing it to just kind of get that one headline or that one bite, and I kind of play along as well. But no, it's not annoying. I mean, it's look, I think at the end of the day, it's equally the media's responsibility when we when we talk about equality, when we talk about empowerment. If we don't change the narrative in even the kind of questions that we ask, then we're not really going to see any progress. We're going to be stuck exactly where we were 10 years ago. And I see most journalists doing that. I see few not really making that effort. But I'm hoping that we'll all get there one day.
Talking about Ranveer, when I looked at your wedding pictures, I felt you made the happiest bride, and I think everybody will agree. Being a girlfriend and being a wife is very different because you share the same apartment and live with that person. What are the things that annoy you? Like, what are the things that you have to deal with Ranveer?
I mean, it's fun. It's, marriage is a lot of fun. At least for now it is. It's a lot of fun. And, when I say this to his parents or my parents, or, when we talk about it, it's like, yeah, wait for 35 years, then you'll know. But I mean, we'll figure it out 35 years later, what it will be like then. We don't want to assume that it's going to be a certain way. And so for now, it's great. It's a lot of fun.
But do you guys fight on little things? Have arguments, I say.
No. I think we're just so grateful that we get to spend whatever little time we get with each other. So, what do we fight about? We don't fight about anything because I think we both kind of respect each other for who we are and what we are, and I understand the way he functions and he understands the way I function, and our ways of functioning are very different. I'm a morning person. I'll wake up early. I'm a very sort of disciplined, and and his routine is completely different. But I think we've found our way, around that. Yeah.
More love to you, and I'm happy that a person like you is backing a film, not just as an actor, as a producer as well. More power to you, and and I hope to see you more often, and I hope that you don't take long breaks because we have to do these conversations more. And all the best for Chhapaak.
Thank you, and thank you for this lovely interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, this is Deepika Padukone, and you're watching me on Pink Villa.